at Mountain Creek. Aha, this one's the one that's working with the thing, not the other one. So we'll just swap them out. Hey, nice little setup. Have to put this one on. Good morning. I'll show you out here. We'll walk around the dealership here in just a minute. Once I get all this stuff straightened back out, put back up. I am sitting in a little dinky chair. But I thought I had the right microphone, but evidently not. I do now. You can put it up here, out of my hand, so y'all can actually hear. So sorry about the camera shake. It'll stop here in just a second, I promise. It's just trying to do everything with one hand, because holding the phone with one hand and doing everything else with the others, kind of fun. Hey, compliment to Harley Davidson at either Daytona or I think it was Sturgis where I got it at. If I can get up. But let's see here, flip this around. But we're live from the dealership, as you can tell. Show you what they got currently in the inventory. There's Scotty, service manager. They do have two of the CVOs, one in blue, one in the black. They do have a denim purple. Looks all right. Not a real fan of the denim colors anyways. This is my personal preference. But they do have a road glide, and they also have a street glide right over there. How's it going? But today they have a Valentine's Day event going on, and they're getting set up for it. It starts here in about an hour and a half, I think. What time is it? No, it starts in about half an hour. But they got sales going on today. And the Lowrider ST that I was looking at, it's already been sold. Go figure. I figured they're going to be gone. Dealerships are going to probably have a hard time keeping the new 25 STs in. Lowrider STs, that is. And they're giving away this tent, and let's see, what else is there? There's something else that they're giving away. Some of the prizes for today's events. And say hello to Jessica, everybody. She's the actual Mountain Creek online person.
Yeah, if you see Mountain Creek commenting, it's usually me.
Anything you want to say to anybody?
Come on by. Come see me.
But they do have an event going on today, and it's fixing to start off, like I said. And here's the 24s, and they do have the sales going on the 24s. So, what's going on, Salty? How's it going? There's the old blacked out trike. Now, honestly, as much as I would, if I'm looking at going to another trike, it would be the Road Glide 3, simply because I'm wanting to do customizing, and honestly, the Road Glide 3 has more customizing options than the Tri-Glide does. I found this at, I mean, still got the paint. Hey, Salty, you think Evil, this would be a trek for Evil? All the flames and stuff? But as you can tell, everything on the blacked out Tri-Glide's blacked out. The pipes, the motor, everything. Even the center is. Even the handguards are black to chrome. So, it's a very nice looking bike. Like I said, a lot of the pictures and stuff don't do it justice. But I figure I'm gonna walk around a little bit and go a little live today. And it's been a while since I've done a live, plus So we all know Daytona's coming up, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here today, because I got to get the 85K done on the bike, as well as the front tire for the bike, because the front tire was, well, the racing slick, basically. This is all their parts department, all the stuff they got here. They do have seats from Settlement in stock. Some of the other stuff, they do have the Shark Demon headlights. But it's always kind of fun. Yeah, I seen the trikes. I even made the comment that Salty, that I think it would be kind of, I wonder where I can find, or if I can possibly even order those the mounts that they're on. And could you imagine having a 3 headlight system on the front of that, on the front of a trike instead of just a 2? Actually have a 3 headlight system. They got coffee cups and stuff. But yeah, I seen that video because I have seen. I was watching a live, or not? Well, yeah, it was a live. I was watching a live from. I seen a few of them. That few of the trikes. Heck, it was weird looking. Here's Tara acting silly, but I was like, that's just cool. I was like, that's kind of different. It looks different for sure. There's their new backing for the year. Little, what am I thinking? Yeah, I've lost train of thought. Peacock. I don't know which one of those two I'd want. Wouldn't mind the fire department one either. But a lot of the shirts and stuff, walking around over here. And it's still early in the morning, so doing all that. And of course I am, if you haven't noticed, this is the Sturgis Dixon that I got from Rolling Throttle. I actually even got a Rolling Throttle shirt on, as y'all can tell. So you're looking for some performance parts, squeaky pipes, some clockwork stuff, check them out. Mark up on this side to go south instead of staying put. But look them up if you're looking for any kind of parts or stuff, and if they can't get it, well, they can help. Or they could try to make sure they can get it. If you can't find what you're looking for, get in contact with them, especially Drew. He goes out of his way to try to make sure he can get what he can. I mean, there is that new Recluse clutch system that's out that most people are having issues getting, but he's been able to get a couple of them. So they got jeans. Let's show a little bit more of the shirts and stuff. And it looks like they're trying to go back old school on some of the shirts and stuff. Like Harley Davidson and their bikes.
I give y'all props for being down here.
And of course, we don't know. A lot of people don't exactly like what's been going on with them. I get it. Totally agree with people. I mean, plastic oil pans and all that. Yeah. Plastic intakes. I've had my issue with mine. I replaced it with a Screaming Eagle metal one. So, I mean, I've had my fair share of engine issues with them, with the plastic stuff too. So, but the bikes, well, they're still they're doing good. But granted, though, yeah, I don't like the whole idea of, oh, let's just give them a couple new colors and call it a day. I mean, the Lowrider ST, I'll talk about for a minute. Granted, they ain't got one here, but the Lowrider ST only has 1 less horsepower than that. Just saying. So these weigh 200 pounds more than the Lowrider ST. So that's one reason I got a funny feeling that the Lowrider STs are going to be the bike of the year this year, because, well, 1 horsepower less, 200 pounds lighter. That's going to be a devil of a bike. one of the new street glides. That's the CVO one, if I'm not mistaken. I know I haven't seen too many pictures of these. Or the Ultras, I think, ain't it? Yeah. It's got the ones, it's got the little cubby holes down there. It's got the tray right there. And I'm hung up on the sign. Comes with the crash bars. Hey, what's going on, Evil? How's it going? Oh, I got you a bike, Evil, while you're here. Don't go nowhere just yet. I got a bike for you. It's right up your alley, I believe. What do you think, Evil? It's got the flames. It's got everything. Granted, I know it's not a Honda. But I do like the blacked out one. The blacked out tri-glide's pretty nice. People are starting to come in, so that's a good thing. But I'll be here almost all day long. And here's the CVO ST, the rare colored version. Because, well, there's not that many of these colors that are painted like this, so. Yeah, I know, it's not red. And of course I got the blue CVO. But, step outside for a minute. And I'll go, we'll walk around to the back side here in a little bit. As you can tell, food truck's set up. But as you can tell, weather's not exactly great. It's like 49, 50-ish. It was raining, done rode 90 miles. So yes, I did ride down from Tennessee down here. This is some of the used bikes that they've got. But not bad. I think I could probably turn that into a chopper. There's the lowrider ES. Kind of sort of like this green, this teal color. And I'm not exactly too sure. No. It says it's a lowrider, but I don't think it comes that. They had to have custom painted that because I don't remember a lowrider being that color from 2020. I think they got the wrong tag on it because that's not a lowrider. There's no way. Not unless they've done some messed up stuff to it. Don't look right. Let's see. Tag issue. Yes, they do have a Spider here. They do take non-Harleys in on trade-in. And they do sell them. See, here's a Honda for you, Evil. No, I admit, it's not too bad looking. How much do they want for it? 2023 run, Honda Rebel 1100, 8 grand. Not bad. Granted, I ain't got a clue what they run for normally, but let's walk back here to the back. See what's going on in the shop, shall we? So back here in the service department, you'll have John, and you'll have Rachel, and then they got the shop back here, and there'll be the bike up on the rack back there. So it's kind of fun. My chance for one. Where at? Oh, yeah. You guys gotta remember, my mind stays busy. It's like all over the place. 9 times out of 10, it's like, I mean, heck, y'all see it in the live sometimes. I'll talk about one thing, next thing you know, poof, I'm off on a different story, different case somewhere else. But I will be going to Daytona. I'll be staying at the Cackleberry. So if you're staying at the Cackleberry, keep an eye out for the trike. I'll be walking around and stuff. Don't be scared to say hello. And of course, I'll have some hogs with me. So I still got about 100 of them to get rid of. So I plan on doing that at Daytona and then ordering some more. Yeah, it rained. It was raining this morning when I went to bed, and around 1 o'clock it was raining pretty good. The wind today, though, oh my gosh. Wind felt as if I was back up in freaking South Dakota. 1 minute you're not there, the next minute it's trying to take you up off the bike. So that is one thing that is different about, well, I don't really know if it's too much different on 2s compared to 3s, but crosswinds on 3s will sometimes, it may not blow you sideways per se like it does on 2s, because my cousin showed me that when I sat there and was laughing at him because he was riding actually like this, going down the highway sideways, leaning, trying to go straight. I'm sure most of y'all riding 2s knows what I'm talking about, but he thought it was hilarious because there was a time or two the wind actually picked up crosswind high enough to where it actually turned around and freaking tried to lift me up off the bike, and he seen it. So, not sure if that happens on 2s or not, but on 3s, when you're on a trike and you're dealing with crosswinds, there are times that those wind gusts can get good enough to where they'll try to lift you up off the bike. So, we do have some issues in the wind, and not to mention the fact that if you're traveling head on in it, well, you can be wide open, and because of the fat rear end that we have, and you can feel the wind pushing you backwards. So, right, Evil? Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure if it tries to lift you up off the bike or not on 2s or not, but I do know it blows you kind of sideways off to the side to where you're riding actually canted instead of straight up and down while going straight. So I died laughing at my cousin because he was sitting there making fun of me. And I was like, okay, we'll see who's getting the last laugh. But yeah, the crowd and stuff starting to pick up a little bit. What's going on? Steve, the service manager. I'm getting the 85K done. She's at 83.5. I was like, I told John, I go, well, about 1,500 miles shy. He goes, yeah. He goes, it's good enough. I was like, yeah. I go, I pushed my luck good enough with it. I mean, front tires are racing slick, so. That was more my issue riding down this morning than it was anything else. Was hopefully it's not too bad when I got down this way. Oh, you want to say hi to everybody, Steve? There's the service manager at Mountain Creek, and the store manager walked behind him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be down here for a good while today. Yeah. But haven't had any other coolant temperature lights come on since y'all fixed it. But I did manage to talk to Harley. They actually emailed me. Really? Asking me, because when I did the survey for J&L, they asked me what the issue was, and I elaborated on the whole issue of them wanting to just put the cam and the lifters in initially and just get me back on the road. Right. When I asked them about the oil, they wouldn't even wanting to even talk to me about that part. And then the next day, it was all of a sudden it was the rockers, the cam, and the rollers. And I was like, well, what about the rest of the motor? Because there's metal hitting metal. I was able to hear metal hitting metal. So what about the rest of it? Because I know there ain't no way you haven't looked into the oil yet. Surely y'all looked at it. And they're like, well, he goes, have you decided yet? I was like, no, I'm waiting to hear back from my dealership first, see what they say. He's like, okay. So I know I ticked them off then, but I didn't care. And John's like, what did they say about the oil? I go, nothing yet. Apparently, they ain't even bothered to look at the bottom of the motor yet. And he's like, something tells me something's going to be messed up. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then while I was on the phone with John, they called. I told John, I go, let me call you back. He's like, all right. So I answered the phone. He's like, actually, yeah, we're going to need an oil pump and everything else. He goes, the tech finally, he goes, I talked to the tech and he looked at the motor, at the oil, and he says, there's metal all in it. I was like, duh. He goes, so do you want me to go ahead and order that cam and stuff so we can try to get you back on the road in the next week? Because within here in a couple of days. And he goes, and the other thing is we'll have to put a tuner on it and stuff. I was like, no. We'll just wait on the warranty parts. He's like, okay. So put a damper on them. And then that whole antifreeze bit. So that's why I sat there and told Harley when they emailed me, and I sat there and told them, I go, when I picked it up, it ran good for the first day. I rode it the first day, a couple 100 miles, just to make sure that if anything else was going to mess up, I was able to take it back to them that day and have them fix it. Nothing happened, everything seemed to be fine. So I was like, okay, good. And that morning, 30 degrees, started heading back to the house, and everything's perfectly fine. Got gas, started back up on the interstate. As soon as I started back on the interstate, that's when the temperature light came on. I was like, what the hell? I was like, no, the heck with it. I was like, it's Saturday morning. Ain't nobody gonna be open, because none of them's really open. The other two places, the next place that I was able to stop at that actually had a shop was in Kansas City. And that dealership, from what I remember, because my cousin told me about it, because that was the dealership he had to use, was weekends were strictly appointments. And I was just like, okay. So I knew at that point, I was like, well, they've done told me that it's air and water cooled, so as long as it's not overheating, I'll be fine. I was like, and I was like, and I don't plan on stopping anywhere, sitting in traffic. I go, so I'll just keep an eye on the freaking bike and let's go. I was like, I'll call them. So that's when I called John Monday morning, first thing. I was like, John, we got a problem. He's like, are you kidding me? I was like, no. I go, I wish I was, but no. He goes, what's up? I go, the temperature light came on after I got gas and got back on the highway the day before yesterday morning. I go, I haven't been back on the bike since. And I go, because I don't want anything. I don't go, because I don't know what it is that was wrong with it. And he's like, okay. He goes, sounds good. He goes, is it still running fine? I go, yeah, it runs fine. I go, didn't overheat, nothing like that. I go, it's been running. I go, it's ran fine. I go, but the temperature light's on. He goes, bring it on down and let's look at it. I was like, fine with me. So I brought it down. John's like, yeah, something's up. He goes, I go, what do you mean? He goes, the antifreeze gummed up. I go, okay. I go, explain to me, how does it gum up in 1,300 miles? He goes, that I couldn't tell you. He goes, must have been bad antifreeze. I was like, no. I go, somebody put something in it. I go, that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, I've never seen antifreeze come up.
Not that quick.
Especially not that.
So I was just like, and he's like, because he goes, heck, he goes, it's already been changed out twice. And he goes, and I'm sure they freaking changed it out when they had to redo the motor. I was like, yeah. He goes, so that's 3 times this year alone. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's odd there.
He goes, for it to be gummed up as bad as it was, because I ended up having to replace everything in the cooling system. The tank, everything.
That's crazy. I've never seen that before.
And I was just like, what the heck? Well, heck, he spent 4 days with the warranty company because they weren't wanting to cover it.
Right.
Because I had just got done getting the motor done. And John sat there and told me, he goes, look, he just got it out. He's upset. So they actually went ahead and covered it minus the clamps and the hoses.
Right.
So I was just like, okay. But I ain't had a problem with it since.
Yeah, good.
Hey, what's going on, Javon? So, yeah, that's the reason why I trust this place more than I do most others. Because you guys haven't done me wrong yet. Don't think y'all ever will.
Our intent.
I mean, heck, there's one of the guys that I ride that I follow on YouTube that I've actually ride with that I know that lives up in Johnson City.
Yeah.
And he was coming down to Daytona last year. His belt broke in Chattanooga, or between here and Chattanooga, but he was closer to here than Chattanooga, so he pulled in here. And he's like, heck, he goes, we had to run up to Chattanooga for him real quick to pick the belt up and bring it down. He goes, but heck, they got me right back on the road in no time. I was like, yeah. I was like, them boys will do that. I go, they don't care. I go, if they had to, I go, even if you came in, if you're traveling, I go, because I've actually seen it, where somebody was traveling, they came in at about 20 minutes before the store closed and asked if they'd be able to look at it, and one of the techs would stay over and look at it and fix it and get them back on the road. He goes, dang, he goes, most shops won't even do that. It's like, nope. I go, so that's real. That's one of the reasons why I'm like, yeah, I trust you guys more than most others. No, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just talking to Steve. He's right over here. So. Nice seeing you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at the bike because I think it's changed a little bit since the last time you seen it. Because, well, put the lowers on. And the new speakers are working just great. They're still keeping on. Well, let's show everybody what's going on out here. Because the crowd is starting to pick up a little bit. We'll walk around a little bit. Problem with my ankles and knees, especially when this weather is kind of messed up, is there goes Scotty, finance manager. And there's Cynthia. This is one of the managers. All the nice little giveaway stuff. But yes, they are open today. Yes. They are still holding their event today. Now, here is the Risky Firestorm. As you can tell, you can barely see the flames. You have to get it at the right angle. Well, heck, even in the right angle, it's still somewhat hard to see. But that's the reason why I didn't really notice it at first when I walked by them at Smoky Mountain. Yeah, well, it's not so much the cold weather that's actually bothered my knees and ankles this time. It's been the pressure from those weather systems that's actually messing with them right now. There's Tom, the store manager. They still got some 24s in that they're trying to get rid of. What's going on, Tom? So, and I know they do like making deals, so if you're looking to make a deal on a 24, come on down. I do like the red. I do gotta admit, I do like this red. I gotta bring the grandbaby down sometime here before too long to get a helmet for her. We're gonna try to eventually get her on the bike.
Well, we have the new kids' helmets.
Oh, you got the new kids' helmets? Yeah, let's go check out the new kids' helmets, folks. Somebody had it. Set it down.
Yeah, we got another kid.
Walk over here to the helmets.
This one.
Ah. Awful big for kids. Well, no, I guess not.
Well, this size is the extra small, so it's probably the smallest one we got. But I can measure it when she comes in.
There's all their helmets they've got. They even got the oldie style. I remember having one of those. And I've actually got a picture of me with one on that's burgundy. But they still got the Halloween shirt. Leave a comment. Let me know. Would you be interested in a giveaway? Because might actually try to do a giveaway today. I don't know, during the live. I may try to figure out a way how to pick somebody out of the people that leave a comment during the live that says hello, and reach out to them and might give them a free tee. Second. But if you're on the live, I see your name, you leave a comment during the live from Mountain Creek. So word out. One way to get some views during the live, right? Try to give away something for free. Usually it works. Let's see here. Do I want to do a t-shirt or do I want to do one of the button-ups? Is the other thing. Ooh, that's kind of sort of a cool shirt. Some of the 80s style retro shirts from back in the day. But, uh-oh, I'm breaking up. That's not good. How about now? Is it any better? Is Zan in here? I haven't seen Zan make a comment yet, so I don't know if he is or not. Normally he doesn't catch the lives a whole lot. So you might be actually being... Now here's the thing. Now, if you're a lady and you leave a comment, I'll make sure you get a ladies t-shirt if you'd rather have a ladies t-shirt. I'm not gonna make any of the ladies get a man's shirt unless that's just what she wants to wear. But right? Zane here's a giveaway. He's like, it's like some sort of something inner thing kicks in on him or something. The odds are better. Right? I mean, I was joking with Doc and I was teasing Zan. I will say that when Doc made that announcement about the giveaway he's doing, my favorite design though for the dealership still is that patch right there. That's a little bit easier to see. That artwork right there is what I really like that one the most. They got the pins, they got the stickers, they even got glasses. The two ladies look bored as stiff. So far, there's Salty, Evil, Jammin', sorry. Yeah, 3 people. So chances are real good, 1 in 3. There's 6 people watching, and 1 in 3, and only 3 different people's only made comments. So, yeah. Hey, Evil, were you on when I showed the complete blackout Tri-Glide? Here it is if you missed it. Everything on this bike is blacked. Passenger hand guards, the foot pegs, the handlebars even. I mean, it's totally blacked out. Rims, tires, tour pack. I was like, well, what about the rear end? Yep, even the chrome on the back is black chrome. She's sharp though for complete. The only thing that Harley should have done, and I mean, it's Harley. We get it. We know they don't like the. They want you to freaking have to buy something extra. We get that. But to sell this bike even better though, they should have put a blacked out tour pack rack on the top, and then blacked out the taillights and the tour pack light be smoked out. That's the only thing that I can actually see that you would actually need. Well, lucky for me, they ain't got no road. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they do got a couple of Road Glide 3s right over there. I was fixing to say. Now, we're talking about actual shirts, not bikes. Not the $30,000, $40,000 t-shirts. There's one of the new freewheelers. And these are actually 24 Road Glide 3s. Both of them are. And they're actually priced cheaper than most of the dealerships that I have seen them at. Let's see, the silver one's 38 and the black one is 37. So if you're looking for a 24 Road Glide 3, they've got two of them here, and I'm sure they'll make a deal with you on them. Like I said, the guys down here at Mountain Creek, if you're looking for the unique paint jobbed CVOST, there it is. And then there's the blue one. Blue one looks all right. I mean, it's better than last year's blue and gray paint job that made it look like a GSP motorcycle, just saying. But no, I won't. I can honestly say I very seriously doubt I would, Salty. And we all know why. Same reason why there ain't that many. Well, part of the reason why there ain't that many subscribers is my fault. I get that. Walk out here for a minute. See, there's 75 right there. But we all know people love to give us trikers a hard time. I get it. I know. But at the same time, though, trikers don't really get a whole lot of love on YouTube. They definitely don't get a whole lot of, definitely don't get no love from freaking Harley Davidson. We know that much. Don't get me started on that today. I have yet to see any collaboration work done with Harley Davidson and any of the trike channels at all. So, I mean, I've talked to them at Sturgis and Daytona, the PR people that are there. Right, even. Now, you want me to get one of those new fancy wings that they're putting on the rear ends to go along with it? Add a little extra aerodynamics to it. Or even better, how about some of those headlights that they've got over in South Africa? Turn the microphone, in case y'all was wondering what happened. All right, microphone, you're going in the pocket. Stay put. There we go. Sorry about the camera shaking. But, yeah. We can get one of those new, let's see, Tri-Glide. Tri-Glide, we could probably use a 1-inch wing where it sits about that high off the rear deck, goes off each side for more aerodynamics. I think the Road Glide 3 and the Freewheeler probably have to have one that's about 8 inches up off the trunk, so that way it grabs enough air to actually hold the rear end down. You know what I'm talking about, guys, right? We've seen the street glides and the road glides with the car wings on them. Yeah. I haven't seen one of those riding around. I have seen them at, I think it was Sturgis where I seen one. The first one, I was just like, what the hell? I was like, okay, kind of sort of funny, but kind of sort of definitely don't match a bike, but okay. Each their own, as we all do. We all know. But hopefully everybody's getting better. The weather getting better for everybody. I know rated real bad up just above the house today. Supposed to be, so yeah, my cold weather gear is going to get tested out for sure later on. I'm about sure of it. As far as waterproof and being keeping me warm. It kept me warm. I mean, it was drizzling on the way down here. And I stayed dry. I mean, it wasn't like a downpour, but it was light rain. But the gear that I bought, that I've been using for riding, that I've talked about, the ice armor stuff, it is waterproof and windproof as well as insulated for cold weather, so it does work out good. I need to do a review video. I know, who was it? Oh, Beggars and Brews. He sat there and told me he'd like for me to do a review video so he can actually see what it is that I use and wear. Because if he likes how it looks and stuff, then he might actually be interested in it, being that it doesn't like a whole lot of wires either. And neither do I. I want to be able to stay warm, but at the same time, don't want to have to be connected to the bike via wire. I'd rather be able to get off the bike without having to unhook myself from the bike or any wires. I'd be able to just hop off, hop back on, do what I need to do, not have to waste any time doing any of the other stuff. Like, oh, this wire come undone. Because I'm sure I've heard where people have had the connectors come undone, they stretch too far, look too far, lifted a leg too far, whatever, and it comes unhooked, and the next thing you know, oh God, I'm freezing. I gotta stop real quick and replug it back in. I ain't got that problem. I stay warm. Actually, almost too warm. Because that stuff is rated for about 30 below zero. And so far it's held up. I've ridden all the way down to 11 degrees in it. So I'd say so far the testing for the new winter gears worked out pretty good. But as far as Daytona, I plan on, let's talk about Daytona for a little bit, shall we? I'm heading down on the 26th. I should be at the Cackleberry that night. Let's see. Plan on doing a few different rides this year. The test rides. Demo rides. And gonna probably try to do some little short videos with them and whatnot. And go from there. I am using ice armor. Is the gear that I'm using. I'm sure you may have heard of it, Evil. I'm pretty sure they probably sell it at the sporting goods places around you. I don't know though. You're right there. where you're at, you may or may not get a lot of. Yes, I will be going to mobbing. That is guaranteed. I've done paid for the campsite. There at the campground where Drew and them's going to be set up at. Done got that reservation took care of. Done got the work taken care of. So I will be at mobbing this year. So definitely me and you will see each other finally once and for all at mobbing for sure. Evil. And anybody else that shows up to mobbing. And gonna go and do mobbing later. That's in June, right? Yeah, that's June 18th through the 22nd, if I do remember correctly. It's a Daytona is actually the first upcoming bike event that I will be going to. Speaking of, I will be on a lowrider ST. I will be doing a demo ride. I will also be doing a demo ride on lowrider S once again, of course, naturally. Oh, cool. Oh, there you go, Evil. That works, don't it? But, yep, there's the dates right there, folks. Evil put it in the chat and his comment. And I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different this year in Daytona. I'm actually going to, as long as my knees are feeling all right and I'm feeling okay, which I don't see any major issues, I will be demo riding some Yamahas. Maybe a couple of Hondas. Maybe even a Royal Enfield or two. Don't know yet. Don't know exactly for sure. And it's only going to be certain bikes. And it's not going to be any rockets. I can promise you that. Because my knees can't handle being... That's not going to be a realistic bike for me to even be riding a whole lot, because the way how your knees stay bent the entire time. Mine would kill me. I wouldn't be able to get off the bike. There's a lot of y'all that follow me knows. What am I riding? My typical riding day is about 200-300 miles. It's not common for me to go do a 50-mile ride and call it a day. That's usually an easy 200-300 miles every time I go out on a ride on an off day. So, yeah, the bike I choose, if it's not a Harley, well, I mean, daughter's still got a bike she's wanting, so I do got to get her a bike. I done promised her I'd get her a bike, but she's got to get her license first. So, in the meantime, Dad'll pick up the bike, right? And there are times where I have issues even getting off of mine that I've got now, because depending on how my knees, my hips, my ankles are feeling, it does give me problems. They do give me problems at times. So I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, people down trikes, people down the whole bit of, oh, you're on a trike, you're not that old, you're just scared to ride. No, ain't that at all. Trust me. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's called a set of mind of making sure that I don't have any issues with a heavy bike at a stoplight. Should my legs, hey, how's it going, Juan? Should I have an issue arise with my legs? Because I do have a condition with my legs that at any given moment in time, I can actually lose. It'll actually, well, not really lose feeling. I lose the ability to actually use my leg because of the amount of pain that's going through it. It renders me. Oh, he's going to follow you to mobbing? Hey, how's it going, Guns? Uh-oh. Y'all starting to lose the The odds are starting to get a little bit changing on you guys, by the way. Just so y'all know, there is a secret giveaway going on today. So, y'all might be in the running for it. But yeah, there's people starting to actually come in now. Mostly cars still. Cages, however you want to call it. But back to the reason why I'm on a trike is if I'm on a bike, I've got to on a normal bike, I have got to make sure that I can actually support it with one leg only at a stoplight. That's the reason why the weight limits. I want to make sure that it doesn't weigh but X amount, because even though I may still have one good leg, that one good leg still has issues. So it's not like I can perfectly and easily hold up a 700, 800, 900 pound bike with one leg, should that case ever happen, to where I'm just rendered to one leg. I mean, yeah, I know you got people that's amputees that are on this and that, so on and so forth. I understand that. But you also got to understand, though, the one thing is when the issue arises, the pain levels are so to the point to where the last time I had an issue arise, it kept me up for 41 hours straight. Tried to lay down and go to sleep, couldn't. There's no pain medicine I can take, nothing. Because when it happened and when I was in the Marine Corps, the one time that we were out in the field and Doc thought I had actually broke some, so he actually tried to give me some real good stuff, and it didn't even phase it. And he's like, what the heck's going on? I was like, don't know. I go, but I know this much, it hurts. So, like I said, welcome to my world. Yeah, I may look like I'm healthy. I may seem like there ain't nothing really wrong. But, yeah, I deal with pain, quite a bit of pain, 24/7. But I just, over the years, have learned to just try to ignore it as much as I can and just live life as much as I can with it. Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem with my no evil is if the leg issue decides to act up, it's random as to which leg it affects. Because it does actually, it actually affects both of them, but it takes the one and renders it completely useless. And the other one, it hurts, but I can still use it, but not to its full potential, if that makes any sense. But both of my legs, the last episode I had, I actually broke out that thermal imager, my drone, to see what was going on thermally, just to see. And the outside region, the thermal region of my knees, especially, the one leg that was actually the main leg of the issue that time, was reaching over 110 degrees. So everybody knows at 114 degrees, you're pretty well screwed with a fever that high. So you can imagine what happens when your body temperature is actually that high. Whew. Yeah, I feel sorry for you, Evil, but yeah, I've already been told by the VA that even with the surgeries, the replacement surgeries, I'll still have this issue. I mean, the only thing the knee replacement and ankle replacement surgery will probably do is help ease the pain a little bit, take a little bit of it away. That's their thinking. So, okay. So, I mean, and we can't just not live life, you know? Can't just let the pain and stuff just dictate what you don't do and you can do. I mean, it does dictate what I can and can't do to an extent. I mean, I can't go out and run cross country anymore like I used to do. Can't even ride a mountain bike hardly anymore. Last time I tried, I went maybe couldn't even ride it 1/10 of a mile before my knees said no way, not happening. So I can't even get on a mountain bike right now and ride like I was doing 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago. 5, 6 years ago, I used to be able to ride a mountain bike I used to ride it daily for about 3, 4 miles. Easily, just to get out and ride, just try to get a little bit of exercise. So, I mean, it's not a thing of wanting to or not wanting to. It's an issue of really can't. I mean, it's like right now, part of the reason why I'm hoping things go the way I need them to here in a couple of weeks, because if they do, I'll be able to medically retire from work. Because as it is right now, getting up and down and actually even squatting is almost impossible. Getting back up. It's getting a bit chilly out there, so we can come back inside for a few. But, so, woof. Phone about flipped out of my hand. So, let's see, look at the cute little dog. Well, not really little. He's wanting the fuss. He's like, no, I don't want to go. She a big bulldog. But, yep, got that right. I'm the same way, Evil. Just learning to be able to live with it. That's all we can do. Make the best out of what we can. But, show you the sitting area. Now, when you come to Mountain Creek, which Ray, he was here last year, which was what me and Steven was talking about. And, there you go, guns. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on a track. I mean, one of the guys at work, my supervisor, my boss, he actually, see the nice little cozy fireplace. They got a little TV, got golf going. But yeah, this is a little sitting area. You can come in, you can even get free coffee. So, I mean, there's free amenities and stuff. There you go. But I mean, even he's like, yeah, I'm going to keep riding until I can't ride anymore. Because, I mean, he's got health issues. And he knows he's on a timer as far as being able to ride a normal bike. I said, I told him, I go, well, heck. I go, you're still going to be able to ride. I go, just get you on a track. I go, get on a track. He's like, dude, I can't. I just can't. It's like, why? He goes, dude, he goes, once you get your other bike, he goes, then tell me you'd still be wanting to ride on track. I was like, I can tell you right now, I already know the answer to that question. It's going to be yeah. Because, I mean, that's part of the purpose and part of the reason why they've got trikes is for people that love to ride, people that needs to ride. You know what I'm talking about. Doesn't need to ride can still actually ride. Just because you can't support your bike anymore doesn't mean you can't ride anymore. That's the reason why they've got trikes. That's I think one of the main reasons behind trikes is so that way people that can no longer hold up a bike are still able to actually ride a bike. Because there's always those people that need to ride. I mean, it's kind of sort of hit base with my friend as well as my supervisor. He kind of sort of questioned me about why I'm riding year round, even on days that he's like, dude, there's people wanting to try to send you over to medical to have you tested. I was like, okay, have at it. I don't care. He goes, dude. He goes, a lot of people are starting to think you're insane. I was like, why? Because I'm riding when it's 20 degrees out. Who cares? Don't mind it. Don't matter. Ooh. Yeah. See, that's good. That's the thing, Guns. Is I haven't had mine yet. They need to be done, but I know the podiatrist, the one that I'm going to go see for my feet next week. Next week. Because see, I thought my knees were, or my ankles were just kind of funky because of my knees being messed up and having to walk funny for so many years because my knees act hurting like they do. But ended up finding out because the first question she asked me when she walked in was, how are you doing? I said, I'm here. It's another day. And the second thing she said was, how many times did you break your ankles when you was in? And I was just like, excuse me? She goes, how many times did you break your ankles when you was in the Marine Corps? I was like, I was told I slightly sprained my left one when I fell and freaking cracked my knee. And she goes, no, darling. She goes, both of your ankles have been broke several times. And there's so much bone fragmentation and stuff inside my tendons and my ankles. She goes, that's probably what's causing a lot of your issues. She goes, and everything else. So she sat there and told me, she goes, I'm recommending that we do replacement surgery for both of your ankles. She goes, granted, it's going to help quite a bit. She goes, but it's not going to be something that's foolproof. She goes, because the damage is done to your tendons as well. She goes, so it's going to be one of those deals where you're going to have issues with your ankles. Rode my 750 hot rod Honda year round for 5 years. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, thinking though, you got people that, came in today. I showed up today at the dealership. I rode the bike in, took the cold weather gear off, and one of the service techs and another guy was dropping his bike and bringing his bike down. He didn't ride his bike in. He trailered it down to the dealership. And he kind of sort of felt ashamed a little bit, which is kind of funny. So the service guys out there asked the mechanic, he goes, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and take that around back for him so he doesn't get a wet butt. The guy's like, he just got off. The other guy's like, he just got off it. He rode his and like I did mine. He goes, now I feel a little bit ashamed about it. About not riding my bike in. He's like, heck, I just drove down from Ringgold. And I was like, oh. I came down from Dayton. He's like, you rode down from there? So, yeah. It is what it is. We all got our comfort zones. So, it is what it is. Exactly, Evil. Exactly. I know it gets cold in St. Louis, or around that area. Illinois, St. Louis, North. Heck, look at Kansas City the other day. 5 degrees. Whew. I watched Lone Cowboy's video where he was sitting there carrying on about how nice it is outside, but yet he wants to be out riding, but yet he ain't getting up because it's only 5 degrees out. And I really don't blame him. If you're on twos and it's that cold out and there's a possibility of running across some ice, yeah, it's a comfort thing. You gotta be you got to be sure of yourself and know that if you was to run across anything like ice and stuff, it ain't going to bother you that much. That's one of the things about the trike. I've got 3 wheels. We got 3 wheels, Evil, actually. And, yeah, rain puddles, deluges, snow. Who cares? We got 3 wheels. So, I mean, as long as you're comfortable with what you're riding, shouldn't make a difference what type of temperature or weather it is. Yes, now, to elaborate on that a little bit, guys, I got a modular helmet, a 3/4 modular, and yeah, like when it's like today, 40s and 50s, when it's in the 40s and 50s, and it's raining, especially at at these colder temperatures, I'll actually flip down the chin mount bar, and actually, so that way I can actually close the face shield almost all the way, because it does block out quite a bit of the rain. But if it's just like it is 40s, 50s, even 30s and 20s and stuff, I've actually got those neck gaiters I use a lot of times. I've got the fleece ones from SA, as well as just the thin ones. And the fleece ones, believe it or not, yep, that's what I've got, the LS2. That's exactly what I've got. And the one thing I will say is if you've got a longer chin, I guess you could say, or a longer face where your face is more, not this way, but this way, your chin will get close to that bar, because every now, or even possibly even rub up on it a little bit. Because I know mine, when I drop the chin bar down, it starts to rub every now and then. I could actually rub a chin on it. Yeah, so do I. Now, if I'm doing lives on the bike, that's the reason why I got the modular, believe it or not. Not another 3/4, so that way I can actually go live from the bike, use the microphone, and it not deafen everybody. See, there's a little key thing there, Evil. When I'm live on the bike, and one of the reasons a lot of the times that you guys can hear me real easily and stuff is, well, I've got the chin bar down and the microphone's, the Panda mic sits right about here sits just inside the cheek foam padding in the helmet. Now, this little thing with the magnetic thing on the back, well, I took a washer and because of the video that I posted a couple weeks ago, or a week before last, that little vlog video that I done last week, I think it was, I actually took this and actually just stuck it inside the chin bar and kind of sort of thought it would stay in place. It didn't really stay in one place, but took this microphone and put in there and used the Osmo Action 5. I use a Cena. I don't have a Cardo. I've got the Cena, what is it, SF4? Yeah, I use the SF4s because I can actually use my in-ear headphones in it. I just plug them in to the receiver thing, plug them in so that way I can use it. But it doesn't link it for some reason or another. The Cena, or at least I haven't been able to figure it out how. I've looked, but I still haven't figured out a way how to use the Cena to link with the phone to do live that way. That's the whole reason why it's been the Panda and the Rode Micro AI which is what I used with the Panda, the little box that I was using last year that messed up. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. That's good, Guns. Yeah, I actually got mine. I actually tried one on in Daytona last year. And liked the way how it felt, everything else, and then was going to get one from, and I ended up getting one from here. May? I think it was in May. Last year I got one here. Ended up getting it here because for whatever reason they put them on clearance. They weren't selling them, so they put them on clearance here. So I ended up getting a real good deal on one. It's like right now, I think there's one, I think they got, let me see what they got back here. I know there's a couple of helmets they got on clearance right now. And just in case some new users. I still like the paint job though. That's kind of neat. But, well, honestly, yeah, see, can you imagine having that headlight, taking these and moving them up here on each side? I wonder if we look at the puppy. But this is some of the used bikes they still have. Let's go back over here. Now you can come back here to the back and just to give you an idea. Let's see here. Let's see. Brown boots is 122, 156, 135, $83. See, the retro helmets, they're on sale right now for $191, or clearance for $191. Of course, the women's shoes. Yeah, so here's the Advent. The carbon fiber one, actually, Guns. It's $374 right now, and they only got the large. And that, they got the Advan Bluetooth version for $449. I'm not sure which size I have. Let's see. Large and extra large. So they got this one and one other. But both of those are the modulars. And there's the Bluetooth thingy for it. Yeah, the SF4s do have the mesh. The mesh connection availability. But see, they get all kinds of stuff going, sales going on, like jackets. They keep a good selection of clearance stuff, and they don't put them up there in events either. So just remember, folks, we are doing a giveaway today. Y'all keep mentioning Zane. You guys know eventually at some point or another he's gonna know that somebody's talking about him and he's gonna pop up. You guys do realize this, right? Walk through the clothing section again. But like I said, I'll be here all day, so. But I'm not going to be live all day, though. Yeah, my Cena SF4, though, it's got mesh. The thing I like about it, though, and the reason why I went with it, it's like I said, it's 'cause, that way I can actually use whatever headphones I want to. It comes with the speakers, but I rather have the my in-ear headphones. So one, it blocks out a little bit of the noise from the bike, but I don't really have it, and I don't have to have it turned all the way up to hear anybody either. So I mean, it's just kind of sort of like an earplug type deal. So I mean, I still hear everything around me. Don't get me wrong, it's not like they're noise canceling in your headphones, because not doing that for obvious reasons. But yeah, mine's got the mesh setup. But I'm gonna give everybody, let's see, it is now 11:35 my time. So another 10 minutes. So 11:45. I will pick a random winner. So y'all's odds are starting to increase again. For those that are watching and leaving a comment, your odds are increasing. And I'll say the person's name. Hopefully they're still watching. Hey, maybe that's might be what I need to do, is make it to where you have to be watching too. So you got about another 10 minutes of having to watch. I know, I'm sorry. It's a pain, ain't it? It's killing people. But 10 minutes, I'm gonna holler at everybody. I'm gonna make a holler and have everyone drop down a size. Not yet. T-shirt size in about 10 minutes. And at that point, I'll pick out a shirt and holler at that individual later to get their information to be able to send them the shirt. Ooh, nice little flannel looking jackets. They feel warm too.
No problem. I'll be right back and I'll have.
Remember, that's today. So, in about 10 minutes, being that there's only gents so far, you're trying to figure out a way how to ban Zan, ain't you, Salty? I know. We better not keep saying his name, because we know what'll happen. He's like a genie. He'll say his name 3 times and he'll pop up. He'll be like Beetlejuice. Oh, check out the little baby jacket. That's pretty cute. I'm not sure. I know I had. What were my first ones? My first ones were the 10S's. Me and the ex, when me and her were riding together when I was married, back a couple years ago. Ooh, wow, that looks almost black with the sun, with the lighting. That's that denim purple. But oh yeah, Evil, if you want to drop links for people leaving comments and stuff, so they can, those that happen to swing by want to check out the other people's channels, they can. I mean, I just kind of sort of figured let you be an admin, let you be a mod being. Hopefully you didn't mind. That's the Whiskey Fire. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I will say the Firestorm is, the Whiskey Firestorm's actually harder to see the flames, even on camera, even in real life, compared to the Black Firestorm, or the Black Firestorm, yeah, whatever they call it. And dang, Yeah, my first one was the 10S, which I've still got mine. I need to figure out a way how to install it on my daughter's helmet, so she's got it. Got that, or I'm going to actually get another set of SF4s so she can use whatever headphones she wants, or the speakers that come with it. So on chicken at a bake, new purple denim. Yeah, right? I can totally understand that. And look at that new headlight. And there's the front desk girls with Cynthia. And they do hog membership rides every month. This is their listing for February. But, or at least the first half anyways. Yeah, I know, Evil. It's kind of sort of awkward when it's always the same people. I get it, I know. I was just saying. Just giving you a hard time because it's like, we all know how much Tweedle likes to slack. Oh, cool. Well, hopefully you get it, Guns. Hopefully they'll make you a decent deal. Uh-oh, there's Ray. He snuck in here just in time. Guns is back. So let's see, we got Evil, Guns, Ray, welcome. Yep, it is where you broke down. In fact, the guys here at the shop, Steven, the shop manager, he even still remembers your bike. He remembers you coming in. So, yeah, that's the reason why I like this dealership. They take care of people. I mean, I've stopped in at White Lightning, and which is awkward, which is kind of weird in a way, because White Lightning and Mountain Creek, and I can't remember the name of the one that's in Alabama. There's 3 dealerships that are all owned by the same person. And so Mountain Creek and White Lightning are, I guess you would say, sister dealers, brother dealers, however. And, oh, okay. I hope he's doing good today. Hope he's able to get out and ride around if it's what he's wanting to do. I remember he was saying something about wanting to get out this weekend. So hopefully he is able to. And, but the atmosphere and the all-around attitudes of the workers between Mountain Creek and White Lightning is different. Totally different. I mean, I decided for kicks and giggles, because I live in Tennessee, so I was like, okay, don't want to buy a bike in Georgia and have to turn around, pay Georgia taxes, then turn around and pay Tennessee taxes to get the tag. So after that, okay, we'll sneak this in we'll finish this in just a second. I've got a quarter till. So those that have been watching, Ray, you just coming in, you said you've been listening. It's a quarter till. So if everybody would that's watching, drop your shirt size as a comment, please. There's not going to be any. Uh-oh. What's up, John?
You got a minute?
Yes.
All right. Got a couple of issues. I don't know if you want to address them now or...
What?
There is an oil leak, which I believe would be covered by... You still got a warranty on it, right? Yeah, it would be. There's a shift shaft in between your primary housing and the
Okay.
When the tech went to change your primary fluid,
Mm-hmm.
it was way overfilled.
Okay, that explains why it's been getting. I just figured it's getting close because it was close to the oil changes. Why it was getting harder to shift, but that's the
No,
only reason why I didn't.
What's happened is some of the fluid has transferred out of the transmission case into the primary case.
Okay.
So there is a fix for that. It is not a warrantyable
Okay.
concern. However, because we're going to be doing the shift shaft seal, it will save you some labor
Right.
because they're going to be doing some work on it. To put this vent tube in, what they do is they
Yeah, the vent tube thing. I've heard about it.
They drill a vent tube into the inner primary housing, and that releases the
Yep.
pressure.
Remember, we've talked about that before.
Well, it's finally happened to years after 80.
After 84,000 miles, finally happens. There you go, folks. About how long is that going to take? Can it be done today?
Well, the shift shaft seal is approximately a 3-hour job.
Okay.
Normally, the vent tube takes about 3 hours too, but the tech and I are figuring our best guess is it will knock about an hour
Okay.
off of that. So there's going to be about another 5 hours of labor. It'd be very close to getting it done today. Very close. And when I say close, I mean 6. But more than likely, we'll be able to get it done. He told me.
You got the stuff here?
Yeah, we got everything
Okay.
here. One other thing, your brake fluid's high moisture content.
Yeah, that explains why it froze up when it got down to 20 degrees. Yeah.
I know
Go ahead and get that
flushed it
done.
about a year ago, but
Yeah.
you ride a lot, especially,
Go ahead.
so.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
your
get
part of
this
It's probably going to be around 1,300. Including
for.
the service, the tire, doing the brake flush, and then what the difference is between what warranty will pay, the overlapping labor on the warranty, and what the difference would be to
Okay.
put that vent tube on, plus your deductible. I'm figuring it's going to be around 1,300.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell him to get
We're
started.
good.
He told me he'd skip lunch today because he knows you're a waiter. So
Yeah.
I would say we'd probably be able to, as long as nothing else crops up, should have no problem getting you done today. But it's going to be later.
That's fine.
Okay, Mike.
Okay. Now we're back. Y'all, I'm guessing y'all heard what was going on? Well, yeah, I understand that one for sure, Ray. Totally get it. Okay, so yeah, everybody that's watching, if you don't care, now's the time. Drop your shirt size. That includes you too, Salty. Okay, Evil's got an extra large. Ray's got a large. Come on in. So my bill went from about 700 to 13 today. Okay. But the one thing that I thought that I was gonna have to do to the bike a couple of years ago has actually happened now. So that's not a surprise. I've been expecting that to come about any time. Salty, did you leave your shirt size? Oh, okay, you did. I see it now. Salty's got a large, Gun's got a large. Extra large for Salty? According to what he put in there, he put in large. At least when I scrolled up, it says large. Alrighty. Salty says large. Okay, let's see here. Phew. But I will say though, right, they haven't done me wrong at all, and they make sure the bike's ran and running in tip-top shape. So there's all that. And I've got to figure out what's going on real quick. Stand by for a second. Gotta text kiddo. Buddy's there. And see here. Salty is going to be our winner today. So I will need your information, Salty. Your shipping information. I will holler at you. I'll probably send you a DM on Instagram, so be watching out for that, Salty. Congratulations. And I'll figure out what shirt that I'm gonna pick out for you. And I hope you like it. We might do 2 shirt giveaways today. I might feel nice enough and do 2. It's just random. Boy, oh boy. I don't have a wheel thing on my phone. Sorry. That's what I was kind of figuring. But I mean, I may do another thing, giveaway type thing here later on. Don't know yet, because I'm gonna probably end this live here in a few, anyways. And if I go, and I may do a live on Instagram, maybe even one on TikTok here in a little bit, just so that way I can give all 3 channels, all 3 platforms a little bit of live today from here, while I'm gonna be here all day, temporary employee. So, but yeah, congratulations, Salty. Now watch Zan. Zan probably just now kicked in. Was like, what happened? Who won? Who won what? Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll definitely be doing. I'll be doing some sort of giveaway when I'm down there for sure. And
Look at you with a big boy haircut. How are you? Look at that hero. You look like such a
oh yeah, totally understand that. Well, a lot of the rally shirts, like last year's Daytona Bike Week rally shirts, was just like plain Jane, like nothing special per se. I mean, it was just like, what the heck? You ain't gotta tag me, Salty. It's all good. I just figure I'm here. And it's typically same people normally watch. Maybe every once in a while I may get somebody new, so I figured why not do something. Do a little last second giveaway. I mean, it's nothing major. I mean, it's not like a $30,000-$40,000 giveaway. I mean, we all know that. We all know how you go to a Harley dealer and end up getting like a $20-something, $30,000 T-shirt. So, I mean, we all know those deals. But anyhow, think I'm gonna end the live for now. And oh wow, 10,000 subscribers. Sweet. There you go, Roy. I hope you get there. Hopefully you're getting close. I know here lately I ain't been doing a whole lot here lately because I've been busy working and crap. So hopefully y'all see me back on the channels and stuff again here in the next few days a little bit more often. Oh, I'm fine, Salty, I promise you. There is that blacked out Tri-Glide. The only problem though is it's a Tri-Glide, not a Road Glide 3. So I am picky. Yeah, there you go, frog merch. Oh, sweet, you hit 9K last night. Congrats. I knew you was getting close. I knew you was getting up there. I just wasn't sure exactly how close. Hadn't really looked lately. Last time I glanced, you was at like 8 something. So that's cool. Salty's merch. Yeah, I don't have any merch. Sorry, folks. Not yet, anyways. Let me retire, and I might possibly look into doing something. But I still actually got to get. I still actually am looking for a. I may eventually look for an artist. Hire an artist to do some artwork or something for the channel or something. For a logo or something. Or I may do one myself. I don't know yet. But anyhow, shout out to Salty and congrats. Congrats on the t-shirt. Shout out, congrats to Ray for making it to 9K subscribers. And hopefully everybody's having a great day. Continues to have a great day. Stay safe out there. Keep riding. And I'll catch y'all later on Instagram or TikTok. So what if you ain't watching either, if you're not subscribed or following me on either one of them two, those links are actually in the description. Or no, they're not in the description, the live description, but they are under the channels, underneath the channel headers. So y'all take care. And Salty, I'll DM you on Instagram here in just a little bit. So to get that information that I need to be able to send you a shirt. So take care, and I'll see y'all later. Till then, stay safe. Bye.